squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration.
Okay, Coach. Well, after the season ends, the Chargers most likely moving about 12 miles north of here. But for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. You ain't going nowhere.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Ready?
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lott throwing on second down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. He's checking. Crash.
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got Pete. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, blue ready.
Check 45 to money. It's coming this way, coming this way.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Ready, black 22.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston, he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
550.
Right here, guys. Fight.
Easy.
Hey, watch your leg.
3rd and long for Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Kill.
Hey, I-7.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter Feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 99. Check 99.
On 2nd down, Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Shift.
We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Easy. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check your hot read.
Running on first down, Eckler. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Mike, ready? Slack 25. Watch the curl.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Draw play, it's Eckler, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check, check. Lucky. Check safety.
6-6, pull it high.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
49, guys. Mike, 40.
80 weapons.
Push him back.
Beat them.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Ross on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here I come. Kill.
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. From the 29, Winston. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. Here is Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready? Black 25 behind. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
At their own 14-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
49.
They fake the handoff, now lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
On 3rd down, lock. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now here's Ross. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I can't believe they even let you play. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 45's the mic. Let's go. 45's the mic, 45's the mic.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. He's airing it out for Williams. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Topper!
Mike's 49! Mike's 49!
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the mic.
And the blitz does come. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down, Broncos.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Gordon on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
49's a mutt. 49's a mutt.
Now on second and 13. Lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Smoke!
Mike, 49.
Defense.
Lock now on first down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Hey. Go.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Gordon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Man, that's trash.
Hey, orbit.
49's a mutt. 49's a mutt.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Let's go.
Clock now to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitching.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. On 3rd down, Winston. He's airing it out for Williams. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 61, matchbox, lights. Hey, Echo. 44, Mike, 44.
Both of Mike.
Hit it.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. Finds his rookie first rounder. It's Noah Fant. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Block now. Just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Alpha.
You got tight. You got tight right there. 49.
On 1st down, Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
27 yards there, a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Charlie.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Lock now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Ready. 18 Gators. Hey, tight. 25, check 25. 80 weapons.
Showing it.
Speed grip.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Now Locke again. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? Flag. Check 56. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Easy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Down to lose 1. 44.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hit it.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check tight.
Easy, easy, easy. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I know he ain't got it.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
45's the mic. Stop your whining. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready, blue ready.
Mike's 56. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Let's go.
3rd and long for Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Winston. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
On the set.
Mike's 49. Here we go, here we go.
A lot going to throw it here. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Fourth down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And they will force him out of bounds well shy of the goal line. A huge loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
That makes no sense. You've got to understand your situations. You're in a goal-to-go situation, and instead you're dancing around, and instead of staying at least where you were, you end up losing yards for your team.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. The Charger drive about to get going. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game.
Under pressure, they got him again. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 3, check 3.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Peak. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Denver, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.